Hey everyone, today we're going to implement the turn-based system in our game. So in the last video, as you remember, we started to make moves in the board, but the problem is it's our turn all the time. It never gets to the black player. And today we are going to allow the black player to make moves as well. So, to recap, in this method called mouse double click, we are selecting a piece, and in this method, mouse down, we are moving the selected piece. But in the condition, if the condition that double clicked state is satisfied. So, in order to allow the black player to make his move, we can use the else condition of this statement. So here's what I mean. If we are in the double click state, we will make a move, but if we are not in the double click state and the turn is the black player's turn, then single clicking on any of the cells will allow the black player to make a move. So if it doesn't make sense now, it will just in a moment. But before doing that, we need to add a new field called, or to track the side, or to track the turn. So we'll call that, it's not final because it's going to change, static side. Alright, so it starts with the white player's turn, of course, because of the rules of the chess game. The side is equal to side white. And then here, in this if clause, after we make a move as the white player, we have to switch the side. So side is side. We had an opposite method, if you remember. It's basically toggling the side. If it's white player's turn, it returns black, and if it's black player's turn, it returns white. And now we can extend this if statement by adding an else if clause. Else if we have to check the side now. Side is equal to side black. So I'm not checking the side here because I'm assuming that if I'm in the double clicked state, it's the white player's turn. I think it makes sense. So if it's black player's side, we'll create a chess move object just like we did here. Chess move, and this time the black player will decide which move to make. Black player decide move. So in a couple of videos ago we have implemented this, or not this, but the random player. So this decide move method, which was randomly selecting a move, a legal move. And it's going to execute now. Where was I? So, okay. So decide move, and then black player make move. Alright, so the last thing we have to do is switch the turns once again. Opposite. Alright, that was simple. So let's give it a try. Okay, I'm selecting this and making a move. Now it's hopefully this side is switched to white. So when I single click, it should result in the black player making a move. So I'm clicking. Whoops. So what does that say? Null pointer exception at make move. Alright, so let's quickly debug our application. I guess I'll put a breakpoint here and remove that. So let's run our application in the debug mode. When I click OK, so let's step. Alright, so as you see, the problem is here. This move object shouldn't be null, but it's null at the moment. So let me run this once again and step into this line. So inside this decide move method, it seems to be the problem is here. Alright, so step into. Oh, okay. So it doesn't invoke the decide move method of the random player, but instead it invokes the decide move method of the base class, the base chess player class. So I guess I did a silly mistake in the chess room class. Let me check that. Alright, as you see, I'm creating the same object for each player. I needed to create a random player for the black player. So I guess the problem will go away now. Let's try. And as you see, it works properly now. So let's try out our random player a bit. So that was a capture, and it seems that it works fine for now. Oops. So and now your turn. Let's play a little bit. I'm forgetting to single click when it's black player's turn. So it's not that the application works weird or anything. So I have to single click now, but I'm double clicking. Now I'm single clicking. Right. As you see, it's making random moves all the time. So for example, when I capture this pawn, at least it should retreat with this knight, but it instead offers a checkmate to me. So as you see, this player is actually garbage and only makes random moves. So let's close that. And that was it for this video. Actually, it's better, I think, to break into pieces, small sections, instead of making a huge video. But in the next video, I'm going to add graveyard parts, so they will make it easier to track the captured pieces. For example, when I capture a piece, for example, when I capture this pawn, alright, it goes away, but I want to see that pawn inside the black player's graveyard. So in the next video, we are going to focus on that feature. So see you in the next video. Take care.